Okay, for video number 19, so we will run the analysis, but may nakalimutan tayo. We will assign the slab as diaphragm. Okay, so before we run the analysis, we will assign slab as diaphragm. So, balik ako dito sa model. Select object type, then floors. Select, then assign shell as diaphragm. Then D1 or modify, show definition. This is rigid. Okay. So rigid siya, okay. Then apply. Okay, so ito yung center of diaphragm, or that is center of mass. Okay, then we can locate the center of rigidity. Let's say somewhere here. Okay. Then yan yung makakaroon ng eccentricity. Okay, but we can locate the center of rigidity sa tables after running the analysis. Okay, so ngayon, na-assign na natin ang diaphragm. We can go back to load patterns. Punta ka sa wind X, then modify. Tapos ang gagawin ko dito, click ko lang sa exposure, set width in user defined, and balik ko siya dito sa exposure. Set width is auto calculated from diaphragm extent by the program. Okay, so ito yung width in depth of the diaphragm. Ito yung diaphragm. Then ito simply, kung ito yung building natin, so itong width na to is this one. Then ito namang depth is this one. So yung wind niya, wind exposure data, ito yon. Then yung wind X mo is dito niya ito yung i-consider niya. Then yung wind Y, ito yung i-consider niya. Okay? Ito yung area na to, or ito yung length na i-consider sa wind Y. Okay. Then angle is 0 degree for the WX. Then for the WY, modify. Then ito is 90 as discussed and set in the previous, in the load pattern discussion. Then click ko lang doon. Then ito yung sa WX na, WY naman, with Y. Then dito, sa exposure height, top story is roof and bottom story is ground. Click OK. Okay. Then click OK. Now we can analyze and run the analysis. But before that, we can check the model. Kung may warning ba, kung may ill or whatever na. Then select all. Then itong fix is uncheck ko ito. Okay, click OK. Then mapansin mo dito sa left bottom of the screen, lower left, creating analysis model. So model has been checked, no warning messages were generated. So kung magkaroon ka ng warning, so you can fix it. You have to fix it. Okay? Then click OK. Then now we can analyze and run the analysis. Then dito naman sa left, lower left ulit, creating analysis model. Okay? Then the calculation of the software is running. Then mapapansin mo itong unlock lock and unlock model, so magko-close siya after running the analysis. It means na hindi ka pwedeng modify ng model pag naka-lock ito. Okay. Then if you want to have some modification to your model, then you need to unlock this one. But now the model is running. Then we will wait for a little time to finish the running analysis. Okay. So, reanalyzing for updated loads. Okay. So, balikan ko lang itong so, ito yung run analysis. Deform shape. So, deform shape, dito lang pipindutin sa display. Ayan, habang nag-run, so magkakaroon ako dito ng konting discussion. So, forces, so display, nandyan lang yan lahat. Then, load case, if say, so ito yung reaction along vertical axis or z-axis. Then, meron tayong moment diagram. Nandito yan sa display din. Force, stress diagram, frame. Then, meron kang moment diagram. Okay. Then, shear diagram naman. Nandun ulit. Or, nandito sa shortcut na to. Ito. Then, sa dead load, shear force, you can check this. Then, click apply. So, makikita mo to. Ito yung shear, Then, moment diagram for response spectrum is RSS. So, nandun din. Nasa case, may drop down. And may drop down din yung combo. And yung mode. Then, frames. Or if you want peer, you can have it. Okay. Then yung sa shear niya is ito. And now we will go to show table for seismic load. Seismic parameter. So ito. Nandito tayo sa table na. Okay. Then go back to model. So yung model natin is finish running the analysis. So mapapansin nyo, nakalock ito. Okay, pag i-click ko yan, please note, unlocking model will delete analysis result. Then, cancel ko. Okay. So mapapansin nyo dito sa baba, magkakaroon ng maximum. Ito yung deflection niya ng model. Okay. So ngayon, ito na yan. So meron tayong 6 degrees of freedom at any joint. It means that we have UX, UY, UZ. displacement, and meron tayong rotation. Rx, Ry, Rz. Okay. So, ang gagawin natin, click ko tong undeform or punta ako sa plan. Punta akong plan, roof. Okay. So, yan yung mesh slab. Now, I can click the undeform shape. Ito. Okay, so balik siya sa undeform. Okay, so yung pinakita ko lang doon kanina, yung mga moment diagram, display, force, ito, frame. Ayan. So, kung ang case natin is dead load, meron kang moment, then frame ka dito, apply. So, ito yung moment diagram natin. So, makikita mo dito yung ito yung column. So, ito yung column, ito yung shear wall. Then, ito yung beam naman. So, pag ni-right click mo yan, makikita mo to, yung loadings, equivalent loads. And this is the shear, and then this is the moment. So, dyan, sa gravity load dyan. Okay? So, expected na natin yan. Next is, if you want to see the lateral, so, EX, static, click apply. So, ito yung moment diagram ng static. Makikita mo yung shear niya is lahat positive. Then, yung moment niya is first degree. Then, 0 degree yung sa shear. Okay. Then, ito naman yung deflection. Okay, click OK. So, for earthquake and for wind, apply. So, ito naman yung sa wind niya. 14.22. Okay, so makikita mo, yung sa wind is nasa 8.9. Yung shear niya, and yung moment 17 sa wind. Kaya kung puntahan ko yung earthquake, EX, ayan, makikita mo. So, ito is nasa 89 and 176. So, halos times 10 sa roof. Yung sa shear. So, ano lang yan not for all cases. So, dito lang yan. Sa sample model na ito. Okay. Yan yung shear and moment diagram. Then, if you want to see the torsion, then dead load, click apply. So, ito naman yung torsional okay. So, ito yung axial and torsion due to dead. Okay. So, punta tayo sa reaction. Click ko lang yan. Then, 3 dimension natin para mas makita nyo yung reaction niya sa baba. So, at every column, at every wall, itong wall na to, syempre, let's say we have a retaining wall and we have a wall footing. So, dapat meron yan ng reaction at mesh points. So, display, force, support, spring reaction. Okay. Then, let's say dead load muna tayo para assuming na all reaction is upward. Click apply. So, yan yung mga reaction natin. Then, nakamesh itong wall natin. So, basically, ganito dapat yung reaction niya. So, at every 0.5 or 1 meter, meron siyang reaction. So, wall auto mesh dapat itong shear walls natin. Okay, hinahanap ko kasi yung the same dito na reaction sa retaining walls. So, unlock ko muna siya. Pwede ko siyang i-unlock. Because I am expecting the joint reaction dito. So, dapat meron siyang reaction dyan. Same sa nasa manual. Kasi dyan tayo magme-mesh. So, magme-mesh yung wall mo dyan. Makakaroon hati-hati. So, okay. May reaction dapat dyan. So, yan yung reaction ng columns. Then yung shear wall, same din. Kailangan magkakaroon tayo ng, kailangan wall auto mesh natin. So, dito, isang checking yan. Then, in-unlock ko siya. Then, I will select the walls. Select. Object type, walls. So, select, assign, shell, wall auto mesh option. Then, auto rectangular. Then, this is 1. Click OK. Click OK. Then, pag tinignan ko siya dito sa set display option, pwede ko siyang check ko itong shell analysis mesh. Pag chinek ko yan and I will apply this, so maglo-loading yan ito. Nasa baba banda, creating analysis model. Then, ipapakita sa'yo yung shell analysis mesh. Hatiin niya itong mga walls na to and these slabs. So, hindi pa tayo nag-run. Ano lang tayo, shell analysis mesh. Ito. So, mini-mesh niya from roof hanggang sa base. Okay, so ito yung necessary or ito yung tama. Na-mesh niya yung walls and retaining walls. Then, close ko to. So, magkakaroon na tayo dito ng, after running the analysis natin, so, bawat joint dito, magkakaroon tayo ng reaction dyan. Okay, now, undeform ko siya. Then, I will rerun the analysis. Okay? So, wait lang natin na matapos yung running the analysis. Okay, so tapos na yung analysis. Now, pwede natin balikan yung reaction kanina. So, ito, reaction, then dead load. So, ito na yon. Okay, so, satisfied na ako dito sa reaction na to. I mean, tama na yung reaction yan. Then, dead load, meron ka rin. Then, earthquake. Ayan. Ayan yung earthquake, may tension, may compression. Okay, then yung response spectrum naman, ito. So, okay, every load cases, meron siyang reaction. Then, yung load cases natin, yung every stresses, reactions, stresses, yung nasa load cases, pagsasamahin yan sa load combination. Then, dito na sa load combination, doon na tayo sa design. Kailangan natin i-combine yung mga cases. Okay. So, punta tayo sa, so okay na tayo dito. Punta tayo sa base shear and seismic weight. Okay, so base shear and seismic weight. Nandito lang siya sa table, control table. Tapos, ito, display, show table. Then, puntahan mo yung tables, model, loads, autoseismic, autoseismic, UBC97. Okay. So, display, show table. Then, ito siya. So, table, model, loads, autoseismic, then ito. Okay, so, meron tayong earthquake static along X and along Y. So, seismic is X plus eccentricity na 5%. So, 0.02. So, ito lang yung mga na-input natin dun sa load pattern ng earthquake static. So, seismic source type A. So, ito lang yung mga yon. Then, bibigyan ka na ng period na 1.373. So, ang height natin dito is sa roof is 60.4. Tapos sa ground naman natin is 0. So, it means na meron tayong 60.4 So, yung time period, let's say time period is, so ang CT natin is 0.02. Tapos ang HN natin is 60.4. Tapos ito yung height. Then yung time period mo is simply equal to CT times H. Pero in feet dapat. So, times 3.28 raised to 0.75. So, 1.05 lang siya. Pero, yan yung sa method A. So, method A. Okay, ngayon yung method B naman, ito naman yung model analysis. So, ito yung TA na tinatawag. Then, yung TB, baka ito yung ginamit ng program. This is 1.3 times TA. Ito nga. So, ito yon 1.373. So, itong TB na to, ito yung gagamitin pagkuha ng base shear. For the design base shear ito. For the design base shear, TB. Kasi yung model analysis natin, yung yung natural frequency natin sa mode 1 and mode 2 is more than TA. So we will see, pagka ang binigay sa'yo ng TA is 1.05, then ang binigay sa'yo sa model analysis natin is more than time period of method A, then ang gagamitin nating period is yung TB, which is the method B, but for the design is 1.3 times TA. Kasi kung yung time period ng mode 1, so maltaas yun, so maliit yung Bayesian nun. Gagamitin natin yun sa drift checking. Okay, so meron na tayong nakuhang period, pero sa design ito. So hindi ito sa drift check. Sa design natin gagamitin to. Then meron kang weight use. So yung weight use mo naman is yun yung sa seismic mass, seismic source. So sa ito yung ibibigay sa iyo, ibig sabihin ito yung weight use for the earthquake. So ito yung gagamitin niya. Then of course, makakaroon tayo ng Bayesian. Then pagka more than 0.7 naman yung time period natin, meron tayong forces or force at roof. Ito yung FT. Okay, so hanggang dito lang yung video. Next video is for the check of modal participating mass ratio. Okay?